It's a little bit chilly compared to what the weather forecast said. Everybody's got a couple more layers on than I'm sure they wanted to.
So they put the targets behind the trees a lot, so you really have to try and get side to side to get to look at the target. And in Foley, they didn't really hide the targets, they were out plain sight. So I do well at this tournament and looking forward to see how it plays out.
All right, welcome back everyone to the 2026 Shabuya ProAm. Shout out again to our sponsors, B3 Archery, Easton, Elite, Hampsky, Matthews, True Ball, XL. Couldn't do any of this without you. Yeah, Darren Christenberry, that was fun getting to shoot that
Yep.
target with you. Always an education and learning experience. You know, you're just a wealth of knowledge.
Well, I appreciate that. It was fun to do. Fun to do. Thank you.
All right, so Women's Pro is our next division that we're going to come out and shoot. So, Darren, now we are getting into judging distance. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, they're all going to step up there and use whatever method they use to guess the distance to these targets, and then they're going to set their sight and try to gain the most points they can per arrow. We're going to shoot 5, and maybe a 6th, and see who's going to win this thing.
All right, let's go to our leaderboard. There it is, Darren. Tell us what we got.
Cara Kelly at a 407. Lauren Carver 1 point behind her, 406. Sharon Wallace knotted up there in second at a 406. Emily McCarthy at 405. Kailey Pettepher at a 401. There's only 6 points from first to fifth. This will be a good one.
Yes, it will. Before we get to the action, we're going to go back to Foley and see how Women's Pro finished up there. Three-time defending Women's Pro Shooter of the Year, Cara Kelly, had one of those weekends at the Hoyt Easton Pro-Am where she surged while others struggled. That combination earned her a 9-point lead as the pro pressure point shoot-downs began.
Is so consistent. She's so hard to beat.
Ridiculous.
She's very good at this game.
Very
She's
good.
a very consistent shot. She aims that bow really well. Cara's feeling pretty good about her position right now.
Through the shoot-down, Cara showed her veteran status as she shot smart, stayed out of trouble, and did what she needed to keep her competitors in the rearview mirror.
Oh, and she smashed it. Oh, she just made it rough on somebody.
A 12 on her 5th arrow proved too much for anyone to handle, and the battle ended there
Yeah, it's over.
with her climbing to the top of the podium.
Cara, I think you came down a day or two early, if I'm not mistaken.
I did.
And
I think this is the 11th day that I've been gone.
I call it to get calibrated.
Thanks to everybody that welcomed me down. I went to Florida for a few days before, and yeah, I'm just blessed to be able to do this game. Love it, and it's nice to be back.
All right, let's get started with Women's Pro. Our 5th place qualifier with a score of 401 and 9 bonus rings. From Dublin, Georgia, shooting for Matthews, Kailey Pettepher. And our 4th place qualifier with a score of 405 and 7 bonus rings. From Wazeeka, Wisconsin, shooting for Matthews, Emily McCarthy. In 3rd place with a score of 406 and 7 bonus rings from Townville, South Carolina, shooting for Matthews, Sharon Wallace. Our 2nd place qualifier with a score of 406 and 13 bonus rings from Candler, North Carolina, shooting for Elite, Lauren Carver. And our number 1 qualifier with a score of 407 and 9 bonus rings from Lapeer, Michigan, shooting for Matthews, Cara Kelly. All right, Darren, so Cara Kelly came in the last one, a 9-point lead. She got a 1-point lead here, and only 6 points from first to fifth.
Yeah, and they reset the field, and it looks totally different than what we saw a minute ago. This
Right.
is going to be very interesting because 6 points while you're judging is not a lot from first to fifth. So
Right.
we've got 5 or 6 arrows to go. Anything can happen out here. This is really up for grabs, I'd say.
Yeah, so we should mention that during that feature, while we were showing that, what was happening is we were talking numbers about the distances. The ASA folks were moving all the targets, so now they are truly unknown. We don't know how far they are, and these folks are going to judge them. So that's the reason for that delay.
Yep, it's a fresh field. They need time to get that work done.
Yeah.
Here we go. Arrow number 1, there's Kailey Pettepher. There's Sharon Wallace. Aiming that bow pretty good. You can see, look through her scope, see her lighted pin. It's not moving very much against that backdrop.
Oh.
That may be an 8 high
Yeah,
right on
high
that.
right. I think she's just over that upper 12.
There's Cara. I say it all the time. So steady, so good, so consistent.
Past champ, 3-time shooter of the year. She just keeps rolling.
Good 10. 417 now for Cara. Nothing wrong with 10s.
So Lauren Carver here, next one. She had her rookie year last year. Man, she's become a force.
She's tough.
Yeah. Showed up, jumped in this class, and man, she gets in these shoot downs. She's been in a bunch of them already.
Her time's coming. Good look at Sharon there again on that arrow. I think it's an 8. Yeah, that's definitely an 8.
Yeah.
Just out at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock on that line. 414. Shot with her husband all day today. He put on a show.
Yeah, the Wallaces,
And there's Emily. Emily
just like
shoots
the
a strong
McCarthys,
shot. Yeah, Emily.
husband and wife.
Emily found a little confidence in her setup early in the week. She said she was shooting really good, but then the next day she's like, my practice is different today.
Yeah. So, speaking of Emily, I neglected this last time in Foley. Emily's been in a million shoot downs. She had her mom and her sister at the shoot down in Foley. It was her mom's first ever time seeing her shoot.
Oh, wow.
I had no idea. My apologies that I didn't mention that.
10 for Kailey. 411. Nothing changed right there. Well, Sharon, I guess, did shoot an 8, so she dropped back a couple points. We did have a little bit of a change. I'm sorry.
Kailey, we should mention, we did not see her in Foley, just had a second baby. So she was busy with that. Glad to see her back.
Yeah, so Emily snuck into third right there. Sharon dropped back to fourth, but you can see it, 17, 16, 15, 14.
Yeah.
Kaylee's just still 6 points behind, so a couple of bonus rings here, and this thing will really mix up.
We will see Mr. McCarthy in the next lineup, Open Pro.
Cara moved over to the stand pronghorn. You can see it there. She shoots a hinge release. It doesn't have a trigger. It's all based off of leverage and rotation. She keeps the leverage on her index finger, gets the full draw, and she'll start to leverage that thing back and rotate it until it fires. It's called a hinge or a back tension. Boom, strong shot.
Center 10. Kailey. Oop, that's low. Yep.
Oh, there's a low one for
as
Carver,
well
too.
for Lauren.
Yep, they're under judging them. That means their distance is a little bit off. We'll see some changes.
Yes, we will.
This one's tricky because the core is the actual line. There's no 8 line. It's the actual core. That looks to be low.
There we go.
Oh, it is a 5 for Kailey.
Yeah, that's a removable section. You shoot it all up, practicing at it, you can pop that out, replace a new one in.
Moves her to a
keep going.
416.
There you see a good shot at the core.
Emily at a 10 moves her to 425. Carver needs to keep him in the 10 to make moves. Giving points back is not what you want to do, but that's a bomb of a target there too. You can tell by the arc of that arrow, it took a while to get there. Just
beautiful arrow flight. And I
pretty.
mean, she's straight under the 12, so it was just a yardage thing.
424 now for Lauren.
Look at old Brandon Reyes. You know what that is? That's a fan. on his wrist.
I scored Emily. Emily hasn't even shot an arrow yet. That was Cara up there. I messed that up. Sorry.
Center 10 on the Black Eagle
For
Wolf.
Sharon. 424. Yeah, I apologize. I said I made a mistake.
I'm told that is a camera for Brandon. Not a fan.
10 points for Emily, so it's nothing changed. I think we're 427. No, we did change a little bit because we had a couple eights there.
Yeah.
I'll get my math straight in a minute. There it is.
There we go.
27, 25, 24, 24, and a 16. So
Little more breathing room for Cara.
that 5 put Kailey 11 points behind Cara now, but she's got 3 ladies within 3 points of her.
Yeah. If you're Emily, you don't want to give points to Cara. That never works out.
If Cara continues to shoot 10s and nobody hits rings,
Exactly.
she's going to take a lead into that final arrow. But this is the 3rd arrow already.
She seems to be very good about that too. She doesn't take unnecessary risks. She'll try for the 12, but what's important is keeping
Look
it.
at
Well,
that.
there's a 12 right there.
Good grief. That girl.
But if she missed high, it was a 10, so she was safe.
So here we go.
Emily,
we
on
got
the other
Emily.
hand, has to press.
I'll try to get it straight now.
And just over.
Just a 10.
Just over.
435 if my math's right. There's a good look at Kailey. She shoots a good strong shot.
Yeah.
She's been a good yardage judger for years.
Forever.
Oh, she went at the 14.
Tried for it.
Good for
Kinda
her.
Nothing to lose there. For 11 points back at Cara.
424 now.
Look at that. Man.
430.
She can just dial it up right when she needs it.
We shoot the same courses. I've said it before. I always ask her, did you beat me? Did you get my man card? Because if she beats me, she says, you got to turn in your man card. She got my man card again.
Oh, that one's just wide.
A 10
Yep.
for Lauren. 434. So she's 5 points behind Cara now. Emily's at a 435, so she's currently in second.
There's Sharon.
Sharon, 434. Yeah, Emily's in second. Lauren and Sharon are tied for third. If my math's right, we'll get an update here shortly.
And Mr. Wallace, Jack Wallace, did give us permission to note, because I always like to mention, Sharon Wallace, 53. She is the oldest competitor out here and can still throw down with the best in the world.
She's
That,
tough.
To me, because you and I both know, once you hit 50, what starts going wrong?
Everything.
And she's out there consistently with the best.
We told Jack she's like a fine wine, getting better with age.
I just love watching it. Just
she's tough.
seeing her.
And a competitor. I mean, she's fiery.
Yep.
There's Cara. Can she go back-to-back on long targets here? There's Sharon shooting that turkey.
Yeah.
Nice steady aim. She's holding that bow really good. But a long time though. You got you go, kid.
There you go.
She's still got 37 seconds. Plenty of time.
Lauren just
Carver with a 10.
Stick a 10. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. This is the 4th arrow already. It goes so fast. There's
Emily took her time too. Oh, that's
probably shot
in the
it
vicinity.
A good strong shot for Sharon.
Sharon, that's going to be close.
Mm-hmm. We've seen some good arrows today.
Let's see if she knows. Well, we're going to find out. I think that's a
Just
little hot.
10, I believe.
Yep.
444.
What would you say, like a yard there, Darren?
Yeah, if that.
1 yard.
Yeah, or a wiggle. I mean,
Yeah.
it's so close.
There we go. That's Emily. She got that.
10.
Oh, she did. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, she
You
did,
did call
Okay,
upper.
perfect.
Don't want to take anything away.
47. Well, that's going to help her some.
Good shot, Emily.
Uh-oh. That's Kailey, isn't it? She's gunning at those 14s. That thing's a mile out there, too. 429 for Kailey now.
What did Cara do here? I don't remember seeing.
There she is.
There she is.
A 10. I was going to say
10,
another
okay.
12 wouldn't surprise me.
Black Eagle Wolf.
Yeah, good 10. 449.
And now here's Lauren.
And we saw Carver hit the top of the 10, I believe, on that mountain
Yep.
line. There she is adjusting her sight, getting ready for the next one. Yep, snagged it. Good shot, kid. 4, 4, 4. All right. The fifth arrow coming up.
All right. Emily
Cara has
pulled a little back.
Yep. She's got a 2-point lead now,
Yeah.
I believe. Cara over Emily.
That's what Emily needs to do. Chip away, chip away.
This weather's so good for this.
Yeah. Our wind right now is almost nothing.
Just a breath. Lauren making her final adjustments.
If you're just tuning in, we are at the Uchi Creek Campground, which is in Fort Mitchell, Alabama, across the river from Fort Benning, Georgia. And we are in kind of like a park-like area is where our shoot down
Yeah.
is.
There's a good look at Cara.
Kinda
Oh, steady
open.
Eddie. She's just rotating real slow on that release. Boom.
Boom. And she's nodding, so she called upper.
Oh,
Man.
she didn't put her cone out.
Oh, she didn't.
No, it's still behind her.
I
so
saw her
I think
nodding.
she's probably, it's a long target, so I'm saying
Huh.
she's happy with that 10.
Yeah.
Would be my guess. What's Emily do here? 12 to tie? Long shot. Good
Yeah,
shot.
that did take a while. That's a 10. Yep.
Nothing wrong with that.
Mm-mm.
All right, let's see what happened here.
Okay.
Carver. Did she get high enough?
No.
Oh, no. 452. Oh,
Yep.
she didn't like that.
Nope.
Wonder what she was shooting at. Okay, just a 10. That's all right. 454. We watched
a
Emily
10.
shoot that 10 right
Yeah.
there. 457. Golly, this is the fifth arrow. We're going to find out who's going to shoot the sixth and final here briefly.
Here's Kailey. Did she go for another one?
I'm going to say yes. I can see it. I was going to
Yep.
say it looks high left a little bit. 5, 4, 34. Kailey's going to finish in fifth.
Hey, your first tournament back,
Yeah.
finishing top 5. Good job, Kailey.
She's tough.
Yep.
The more she'll just do nothing but get better if she continues to
Exactly.
come compete.
Yep. And there's that
10 for Cara.
Okay.
459. Cara's got a 2-point lead over Emily and a 5-point lead over Sharon and a 7-point lead over Carver, if my math's right.
So,
That's it right there, isn't it? We're updated.
yep, Kailey's going to finish in 5th.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else is going to shoot this last arrow.
Carver's going to have to hit a bonus ring here
Yep.
to force the issue. You can't.
Sharon Wallace, 5 points back. of Cara. That's a tough. 3 points is even tough, can be done. But the big race, Emily and Cara there, 2 point separation. We're going to see what happens. So Tommy Greenhill's bringing out our last chance archery, last chance arrow, the hyena. He's going to put that somewhere. Scott Parrott's going to have him shoot from somewhere.
Yeah.
We're going to give him a minute to judge. And then we're going to shoot.
Find out who wants to take home all this money.
Who wants the big bucks? Yes, exactly. Folks, if you're out there and thinking about coming to an ASA, do it. We have classes for beginners. We have classes for pros. We have classes for kids. We have classes for, we just launched a new class this year called Senior Legends, 75 and over.
Yeah.
We got guys fishing down by the Chattahoochee River, just below us there.
Fishing
Lots
for dinner.
to do.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, if you want to try archery, there's probably a local archery shop somewhere. If you Google it, you'll find one fairly close to you.
Yeah.
If not, and you're ever up at Lancaster, Pennsylvania, stop in and see the boys
Stop
at
in.
Lancaster Archery Supply if you want to see some archery gear.
Come on in. Yeah, it's just, I talk to first-timers at every tournament, and they're like, oh, I was nervous. I come out here, I see this on TV.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
No.
I promise you there are 100 people here just like you.
You got to start somewhere.
And it's a welcoming environment. It's just a great place to come and shoot your bow and arrow. And I mean, we're seeing compound setups here. There's bow hunting setups, traditional gear. You can shoot bare bow. You can shoot Olympic recurve crossbows.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Come on out.
Yeah, that's for sure. And you can join a league. You can join. Your kids can get into S3DA. I mean, there's just so many opportunities out there if you just search it out a little bit. You don't have to be fast. You don't have to be tall. You just have to enjoy archery.
Darren, my first 3D tournament that I ever went to, I just saw what they were doing. I thought it was cool. Went to it with a dozen arrows, lost every one. But I still go.
Your local archery shop would love you if you have to come in and buy arrows every time you shoot, too. You'll make a really good relationship with those folks.
That was about 100 years ago, so at that time, my local archery shop was Walmart.
Yep. All right, we're about ready to rock here, PJ.
Yep, here we go. Let's get to seeing who takes home the money.
Carver needs a 12 here to force the issue. She got enough bonus rings. If she 12s it and Sharon shoots a 10, then Carver leapfrogs into third place.
It doesn't look terribly far. I'm only going by the camera. I can't see the target, but it looks compressed.
She needs one here.
Yeah.
Just left.
Yeah.
What a good shot, though.
It didn't seem to take as long as I thought it would.
Yeah.
It's a little bit far.
She got a 10, so she's going to move to 462.
So, for folks who are just tuning in, we should mention that the speed restriction is what levels the playing field across here. So these ladies now have a speed limit of 290 feet per second. It used to be 280, but they moved them up. And so with the variance, they can get to 299, as you mentioned earlier. So that's kind of what levels the playing field.
And if you can get there as a lady, the 299 foot per second, which sometimes takes a lot of poundage or a light arrow or a combination of both, some of them may not be able to pull real heavy poundage, And if they get their arrow too light, then there's other issues like we talked about wind. So
the wind.
Yeah, the speed, it does level the playing field, but your build and your ability to shoot more poundage and heavier arrows can be a big factor as well.
Yeah.
Here we go with Sharon. She needs a 10 to pass Carver. She didn't. She shot an 8.
Whoops.
So she's at a 462. Carver's going to take over third on bonus rings right there. Ugh. When you finish your weekend like that, it happens. But then that long drive home, you don't think about the good stuff that happens all weekend. That's the one that sticks in your brain. So Sharon, I'm sure, will think about that one a little bit, but you got to have a short memory out here. Forget about it. Move on to the next one. She's going to have plenty of opportunities.
She's been in 1,000,001 of these, so
it's hard not to dwell on some of the bad stuff, but you know, you got to really focus on the positives each weekend and build on that.
All right, so now Emily.
She is at
a 5 ties. She needs an 8 to stay in second, presumably. But what does she want to do to put pressure on Cara?
She needs a ring, and she needs a 14 is what she needs, but I don't think she'll shoot at it. She did shoot at it. She says, I'm going to try to win this
missed
thing.
It.
8.
Well, yeah, okay. And 8 kept her
465.
right there. So that's not a bad play.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cara needs, 6 points to win? She needs an 8 ring.
8.
She's in the same situation Perkins was in earlier.
Yep.
Not much of a hill for this climber.
To go for 2 in a row for Cara Kelly.
She's tough.
And in the new Shooter of the Year standings, where the shoot-offs count, she got 2 first places, potentially, on the line. Her second one on the line here.
Here we go. 8 ring to win again.
Look at that pinky not quivering. We've seen some folks get a little nervous.
She's so steady. This is her comfort zone. Shot an 8. That's good enough.
Okay.
That'll do it.
That'll do.
467. Yep. That's going to put Emily in second, Carver in third. There's your podium.
All right. Yeah.
Wow.
What a boost to your confidence coming into the season. You know, we mentioned she's 3-time defending Shooter of the Year.
Yeah,
and you start the season 2 wins.
And with the new Shooter of the Year scoring method, she has the absolute maximum amount of points you could have.
Yes.
Back-to-back wins. That's as good as you can do.
We changed that because there were times, Darren, where there was a couple years ago where Christopher Perkins won 3 tournaments and he was not Shooter of the Year because it didn't reward what you do in the finals.
Yep.
So they were trying to fix that, and now here she comes. She's going to put on the headset there, and there she is.
Hi.
Back-to-back, Cara.
Oh, my gosh, I'm shaking. It never gets old. That adrenaline rush never gets old.
You weren't shaking. We watched your last
Yeah,
row
that's
there.
right.
The pinky wasn't even quivering.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I am now.
Cara, I looked at your score there coming in. You didn't make many mistakes on the weekend. You really didn't. I talk about your consistency, your steadiness. You're always right there in the mix. What are you doing to stay so consistent?
I don't know. I'm going to tell you guys, like, coming into this, I don't know. You know, you go through confidence roller coasters, and I know I just won the last event, but, you know, you really try to stay focused on, I live in the north, so there's not a lot of time to shoot right now, like, going to be honest, like, outside. So just really tried to work on my shot and just prepare the best I possibly could and try to ride the confidence high a little, you know, and made some mistakes today, which I'm going to go home and obviously work on because hopefully we can get some targets out. But, you know, it's a game of choices and decisions, and, you know, it really comes down to a little bit of luck on your side. And so I just thank the good Lord and my whole support system and family and to be able to be out here and doing this. So
you make a lot of good decisions. Congratulations on back-to-back.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations,
Thank
Cara
you.
Kelly, our 2026 Shabuya ProAm Women's Pro Champ. Folks, don't go anywhere. We'll be back. Open Pros up next.